time to Dark Magician! You have no idea how long I've been waiting to make that terrible joke. To be more specific, this is the 1/7 scale Dark Magician scale figure, manufactured by Kotobukiya as part of their ArtFX J line. Yugimoto's favourite card in the anime, also known as Black Magician, this guy quickly found himself becoming the poster boy for the entire Yu-Gi-Oh franchise. That is if you don't count Blue Eyes White Dragon, of course. Now, I myself, I played Yu-Gi-Oh not long after it appeared in the UK, and did so pretty much constantly for about 10 years until I finally got bored. But one thing that I can never get tired of is the anime series. All of them. From Duel Monsters to Arc V, or 5, or whatever it is you want to call it, I don't care, it's Yu-Gi-Oh either way. It captured my inner child's soul and placed it inside a small piece of cardboard. I love it. GX is my favourite though, and you can bite me if you disagree. All nostalgia aside, let's get dug into this magical man here. Now I just noticed this while I was poking around, but at the top of his helmet thing here, looks like he's got a hole in it, which is a bit strange. It just sort of concaves in a little, and now I'm seriously expecting steam to pop out of it at any point. Choo choo! Next stop, the Shadow Realm! Now what is perhaps my favourite, and possibly the most striking thing about this figure, is his face. Just look at that! All the different colours on different levels make his features pop out, and his hair in particular. I am going to go a little more into the choice of colours in just a second, but I wanted to mention this first. His face is fab. The paint job on Dark Magic Ian is badass as well. Despite them being the same colour, there is a clear definition between his armour and the clothing underneath. The shading is great and all the light seems to bounce off in just the right places, and this gives him a real presence that's hard to ignore. If you try to, then you'd better watch out or you'll get a dark magic attack! And there's not really much that can be said about the staff that I haven't said already. Can't really have a Dark Magician without it. All I'll say is that the gem set in the top has a great see-through green effect, which shows off further attention to detail taken with this figure, especially seeing as something like this could be easy to miss while on display. He's not really connected to his base in any way, but instead of what you would assume being a magic man, he's not just suspended in midair. He's got this slightly translucent blue thing that just sort of cups his arse for him while he remains duel ready. In saying that though, it moves me comfortably onto the base, and to be fair, this is easily one of my favourite bases of all time. Not only is it really wide, solid and stable, but it's the goddamn spellbinding circle! Other figures from the Yu-Gi-Oh! ArtFX line just have generic, stony looking bases, but not Dark Magician, he gets the freaking spellbinding circle. The symbols around the outside are properly sculpted in and everything. It's simple, it looks great, and it's a competent base, which is the most important thing at the end of the day. Clearly a success. Now, let's talk about the colour scheme. Some of you may already be thinking, he's the wrong bloody colour, what's going on? If you've only watched the anime. This dude is actually based on the coloration of the 4th artwork used for Dark Magician in the card game. The other colour scheme that you may be used to being the original coloration that was used in the game, and what ultimately found itself being used in the anime as well. Funnily enough, that colour scheme is available as a variant which you could get from the Kotobukiya direct store, along with a couple of other variants from the same line. However, I've always preferred this colour scheme myself, mostly as you may be aware because I'm a fan of unnatural skin colours, and I like the way that the dark blue makes the red look much bolder. Though, in some lightings, the colour does seem to be more like a hot pink, which is a bit strange, but that could possibly make him more of a match for Dark Magician Girl. Who knows? And, at the moment where you thought you couldn't get any more splendour out of this mystical artisan of the dark arts, there's more. And this just makes me laugh. It's so silly, but it's so awesome at the same time. Dark Magician comes with a teeny tiny little pot of greed. Look at that! Not only is this a silly little addition, but it actually looks really, really good. It's clear as day that the same care and attention that went into Dark Magician went into this greedy little bastard as well. Though, I'm not sure 2 cards would quite fit in here though. No, I didn't think so. And there you go, Kotobukiya's wonderful 1/7 scale Dark Magician. This is my first foray into the ArtFX J line, and I think it goes without saying after getting this guy that you can look forward to seeing more in the future, both from YuGiOh and other shows. And funnily enough, the other shows have strange connections to YuGiOh. Like, if you think about Dark Magician being known as Black Magician, there's a lot of black in one of the shows. Black is quite, quite strong there. And the other one's about cards as well. Ooh. This is a little random, but if you are a fan of YuGiOh, by the way, you should check out this video by my very good friend Bizarre Jelly 5 that she did on the first season that was recently released in the UK as a box set. It's good. And now, if you'll excuse me, I have a card game to play.
It's time to
Magic! Yeah! Yeah, magic. It's magic. Yeah. Get out!